So we've been to the Arctic Circle, we've been to Antarctica, but now it's time to fly back towards the Arctic Circle and make a pit stop in Siberia. Siberia is known to have some of the largest areas of permafrost in the world. As we have discovered in our other videos, anything can lie just beneath that layer of permanent ice. Everything from plants, animals, humans, even monsters! That's just scraping the surface. Literally. Hey everyone, Dewey Stewart back and ready to give you another most amazing top 10 video, but first, in case you missed it, yesterday the amazing Rachel Fisher and I launched our channel Bumblebee, and it was absolutely amazing. It has been a ton of fun and we have only just begun. So if you don't want to have a serious case of FOMO, go over to Bumblebee right now and smash those like and subscribe buttons. I guarantee there will be something for all of you to enjoy, so be there. Anyway, I need to cool down from all the Bumblebee excitement, so how about we take a trip to see some Siberian permafrost and count down the top 10 weirdest things found in Siberia. Starting us off at number 10 is an ancient puppy, a 12,400-year-old ancient puppy to be exact. Early in 2018, scientists unearthed or uniced an ancient puppy that was surprisingly well preserved, especially its brain. It was 70 to 90% preserved. It did of course dry out just a bit, but some of the most important parts, such as the cerebellum and the pituitary glands in its brain, were still in pretty good shape. This puppy could help scientists learn more about the evolution of our canine friends, as well as when and where dogs were first domesticated. So far, we have not found the missing link between wolves and dogs, but this discovery gets us just a bit closer. This puppy has become known as the Tumat puppy, in reference to the Tumat dog that was found earlier in 2011 on the exact same hill. This location is interesting because it is believed to have been near a human settlement, leading researchers to believe that people were living with dogs and already beginning to domesticate man's best friend. At number 9, we have ancient cave lions. Back in June of 2015, two cave lion cubs that were believed to be 10,000 to 300,000 years old were found. This was the first time scientists have found proof of cave lions, but the first reference to these animals was back in 1810. It's been a mystery up until now, but the real question now is, are they more closely related to the modern-day African lion or the modern-day tiger? What we do know about the cave lion as of right now honestly comes from some pretty unreliable sources. Cave paintings. So it's a darn good thing we found these two little ones. Julie Meechan of Des Moines University Field Research told National Geographic, "I was a little in disbelief when I saw it, but when it looked to be true, I was just in awe." She was in awe because no ancient large cat has ever been found this well preserved. So maybe soon we'll have more information about the famous cave lion. Once we do, let's be sure to make more of those cave paintings for the future generations, huh? At number 8, we have even more ancient creatures, but what kind of creatures do you ask? Well, along with our first domesticated dogs and proven real cave lions, scientists and researchers are also finding more creatures that have never been discovered before. New species and species long extinct have been found deep within the ice and in and around Serbia. One of them being the remains of the woolly mammoth. People also try to dig up these massive prehistoric creatures all of the time due to the value of their tusks. These tusks can gain a pretty penny to say the least, which is what makes them so popular, but honestly I just want to see the other creatures that are still classified as unknown. Come on, new species that we have never heard of before or even imagined? Are you kidding me? Show me that stuff. Oh, okay Dewey, your wish is my command. Let's go to number 7. That's right, coming in at number 7 is a species of animal I sure have never heard of before researching this video. We have the woolly rhino. Back in 2014, a group of hunters discovered a baby woolly rhino. At first the hunters thought it was just a dead carcass of a reindeer or something else, but upon closer inspection, it was a rhino with a lot of fur. They decided to relocate the baby fluffer until the seasons changed and then relocated it once again to the Academy of Sciences. They named the infant woolly rhino Sasha. Sasha is one of the only woolly rhinos to be discovered, especially in this great of shape, but not all of her was there. It seemed like Sasha was some other predator's snack a while ago, but nevertheless, Sasha is a magnificent look into the past, so Sasha, this one's for you. At number 6, we have ancient unknown plants. Recently, scientists have discovered many unknown species of plants from long ago in the permafrost of Siberia. In 2012, scientists discovered a squirrel with a plasticine plant. The squirrel burrowed deep down, not realizing that he wouldn't come back up for many years to come, but thanks to that squirrel, we discovered this plant, which was extremely well preserved. By discovering more and more plants in the permafrost, scientists can then discover more species that we never knew of before, as well as see how plants evolved to the ones that we all know and love today. Coming in at number 5 at our halfway point, we have diseased bodies. Siberia is a huge huge burial ground for people that were diseased back in ancient times. People were buried to stop the spread of whichever deadly disease they caught. But some believe these diseases, such as smallpox, could be making a comeback due to all the bodies that are continuously being recovered. Due to the cold climate and ice, these bodies are staying well preserved, as well as some of the actual diseases themselves. One body was found in a thawed-out river in Siberia, but was then taken to a quarantine hospital. Fortunately, researchers took the proper precautions and they were able to stop the spread of smallpox. This is just more proof of how deadly and how large the numbers were of people who carried these deadly diseases. So this one is scary, creepy, and also educational. Ah, the perfect trifecta, isn't it? At number 4, we have ancient viruses! I know, after this last year and a half, we are so frickin' done with hearing the word virus, and trust me, I am freaking with you. But another reason to worry about the melting ice caps, other than flooding and global warming, is because of the ancient and thriving viruses that have been found under the tundra of Siberia. A few years ago, beneath the tundra, a deadly virus was discovered, and oh, it gets better. It was still active. Oh boy! The virus was said to date back to 30,000 years old, and there is definitely no vaccine for this one. The virus was nicknamed the pathos virus for its elongated size once it was examined. It is apparently the largest virus on Earth, but is said to be not deadly to humans, just amoebas. So this is a good sign, but who the hell knows what else could be lurking within the deep tundra and permafrost of Siberia? I, for one, am not sure I really want to find out.
I brought diseases!
Starting us off in our top 3, at number 3, we have sea monsters! Lake Baikal is the world's oldest freshwater lake. It dates back to 25 million years ago and is home to over 3,700 different species of marine life. It measures 49 miles, which is almost 80 kilometers wide, 395 miles, which is 635 kilometers long. It also has a depth of 5,300 feet. Plenty of lake for a sea monster. That's right, Loch Ness isn't the only place in the world with a sea monster. Lake Baikal is said to be home to Lucid Khan, which translates to Water Dragon Master. How freaking cool is that? I am the Water Dragon Master, hear me roar! The master is said to look like a giant sturgeon with a prominent snout and armored plating along the back of it. Now, why does a sea monster have armored plating? Well, because he's a mother-freaking G, that's why. Reports of the Dragon Master go back centuries with ancient carvings that depict the giant creature. This one alone has made me want to go to Siberia because I love sea monster lore. Water Dragon Master, I bow to you, O Great One. At number 2, we have exploding craters. In a remote corner of the Yamal Peninsula in northwest Siberia, exploding craters have been popping up since 2013. Over the years, 17 of these massive craters have exploded into the existence in the permafrost up in Siberia, and scientists are still crazily confused how and why they are happening. Although, recent research is now starting to help scientists piece together some clues on where these craters are coming from. Just below the permafrost in Siberia, water flows and begins to freeze, pushing up the permafrost into a large mound. These are not uncommon and can be found all over the north, but in many places these mounds usually just collapse in on themselves. But that's not the case here in Siberia. The ones in northwest Siberia expand and grow very fast, and due to the gas buildup, these mounds blow up almost like ice volcanoes. Pretty cool, right? But scientists are still puzzled on where the large amounts of gas are coming from. Scientists who have been adventurous to dive deep in these large craters have found a large amount of methane pooling at the bottom. So hopefully we get to the bottom of this soon, or else northwest Siberia might turn into one large ice volcano. Kinda cool though. And finally, coming in wickedly hot at our number 1 spot is an insane forest fire that is currently wreaking havoc in Siberia right now as we speak. For the first time ever, smoke from Siberian forest fires has reached the North Pole, and that is a terrible sign. UN climate experts this past Monday stated that global warming is happening quicker than expected and is due to the lack of action by our governments. In a region known as Sakha in Siberia, close to 3.4 million hectares or 8.4 million acres have burned and continue to burn. Last Saturday, NASA reported that smoke could be seen traveling from Siberia all the way to the North Pole. That's more than 3,000 kilometers or 1,800 miles. Environmentalists are blaming authorities for letting forest forests burn every year under a specific law that allows them not to intervene if the cost of dousing and taming the fire would be more than the cost of what they would lose to the fires. Guess what, numbskulls? You're gonna lose a lot more than you think if you don't start acting soon. So while this one isn't exactly weird, it is new and weird how governments aren't taking it that seriously. Come on guys, what good are you if you're not protecting the people? There, I said it. Anyway, on a much happier note and less salty note, that has been our top 10 weirdest things found in Siberia. I am ecstatic about the Dragon Master now. I mean, I grew up loving the Loch Ness Monster lore and even Canada's own Ogopogo from the Okanagan Valley, and I have heard of some other less famous ones throughout the years, but this one was brand new to me, and no other sea monster that I know of wears armor. So please, humans and sea monsters of the world, bow to your master. Hope you have all enjoyed the video today, folks. Let me know what your fave was down in the comments. Keep smashing those like and subscribe buttons, and not just here, but over on Bumblebee as well. I've been your host, Dewey Stewart, and we will see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.